Yay Media Group.
Ignorant ass, hateful ass Drag Race fans being like, well, you didn't deserve anything anyways, and that's why you went home. Like, I want you, this is for you fans directly. Whenever you post something to a queen about how, and that's why this happened, you sound like the stupid bitch baby you are. Hey, Highkey people. Welcome to Highkey. It's me, Yvie, and Ryan, and we're Highkey. Okay, I see why you usually... let me start the car. You can drive it, but let me start,
I
right?
hate a push to start. I actually hate a push to start.
Okay, what about like a little tweaking?
The way
like,
you just started that, you might need to check your check engine light.
Okay. Well, let's rev it up again. Hey, Highkey folks, it's Ryan, and he's driving. So don't worry, I'm getting out of the driver's seat right now. But before I do, I'm asking, how are you, girl?
No, you know what? I like it when you're in charge of the roller coaster sometimes. I think sometimes it's needed, especially on a day like today where I'm like, I am severely hungover.
Girl, wait, you're hungover? That actually offends me because last week you and I were both sick at the same time. And I haven't been a good girl. I was about to lie to these children's face and be like, yeah, and I've been taking such good care of myself. Why are you hungover?
I doubt you have. Well, I think like, so I went out last night, of course, and I just kept thinking like, as someone like yourself, whose like life has been nightlife culture, how the fuck do you manage it? Like how I went out, like it was a beautiful week this week, weekend. Got to see a lot of folks. I was out last night until like 3 a.m. with the girls. And I was just like very much just like drink. Was like just fucking do it.
Young, wild, free.
And I loved it. I had a great time until I woke up this morning and threw up all of my McDonald's fries.
Oh no, you didn't throw up the hangover food?
How does this happen? How does a girly like you, like, do you even get hungover anymore? Is that a thing for you?
Hell yes, bitch.
I'm just like, it's just, how does it? I just don't understand how drag queens do it. Like, do you manage not to drink when you're at a club appearance or like when you're about to perform? Like, are you drinking? Like, what is it?
Girl, no, like the exact opposite. Like, at least when I'm like performing, or like, essentially when I'm getting paid, when I'm booked and blessed to be somewhere, that is like, usually when I do drink, but not heavily.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know how old fashioned alcoholics would be like, yeah, I just need a little something to take the edge off.
Like a little cigarette.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that is exactly what I turn into when I'm doing drag. It's like, oh, I just need a little puff to take the edge off. Oh yeah, sure. I just need a little sip to take the edge off. No, we're holding shots till after the show. I'm a little.
See, and I feel like people would not even realize that about you. Like, cause I think even before meeting you, I was like, oh, this girl's probably a partier, drugs all the way, alcohol all the way, and gets up right the next day at 8 a.m. Like, it's like no big deal.
I've like experienced pieces of that, but I'm an exhausted human being. I am like in my nature, in my core, I am an exhausted person. And so I just like wake up in the morning exhausted. I live my life exhausted. And when I do decide to go out and party and key and have a good time, it's because I'm like fighting this FOMO I have in my body of being like, well, you still have to have fun and live these experiences. And I really love to be in the passenger seat of my own life.
Yeah.
So like, I love an opportunity to go out and like have fun and just like experience community, just randomly be hanging with a group of people who I didn't make any plans to, and then see where the night takes me. So like in nights like those, I wake up very hungover.
Which I love that you mentioned the FOMO piece of that, because like, I think that's what fuels a lot of my decision making when I do end up going outside, because I'm like, well, am I going to be 50 one day and just look back and be like, you didn't go outside at all. Like you didn't do anything. Like what, why did you miss these moments? And I feel like I'm trying to always find the balance of, yes, creating new memories, but then also if it's just me at my core to stay outside, like stay inside, that's what I should just be doing. But also, like, I don't want to be scrolling and seeing everybody else having a good time when I could have been there.
Well, exactly. And you got to satiate that.
That's very Leo coded.
It is very Leo coded. Like, oh, I need to make sure that everybody knows that I'm also having fun sometimes too.
Yeah.
My life is so hard and special. Okay, but see, that's actually also why I like going out, getting turned, having like a litty kitty, oh no, I did too much ass night, because at the end of that, I get to be like, wow, you did it. You went out and now you feel miserable, bitch. Stay your ass in next weekend.
No, like dead ass. And you know what? You also got to set hard boundaries too, because, you know, I'm not necessarily, when I do go out, like I will like be a social drinker. Last night was crazy because I was just drinking out the ass, but I'm also like a smoker. Like I'm smoking like some weed or whatever. And someone asked me if they could borrow my lighter, and I just realized, I was like, oh, there's even boundaries that I gotta set in this shit too, because this hoe almost took my lighter. I almost chased him down. Because bitch, don't you ever take my damn lighter. Like I was like, I don't even know you like that, so I'm gonna light it for you. And then he couldn't even catch the light. And so I was like, you know what? Don't fuck with like,
okay, well, Ryan, I am so 100% there beside you.
Lighter culture is real.
I think we are actually on the opposite sides of the great lighter debate, because I am a true believer that it's like some Harry Potter shit. Like the lighter chooses the wizard. You know, they come and they go. You can try. Lighters are like people, okay? No! You can try and have ownership over it.
My lighter is not little orphan Annie, bitch. It's
exactly. I locked my lighter down. This is my lighter. Like, we want to own these lighters so bad, but unless she is there clipped to your belt loop, like you are psychotic about her, so everyone can see, don't look at my man. Like,
stealing a lighter is diabolical. It's almost like you're psychotic and you just walk into the grocery store, you just take whatever you want.
No.
Thieves are all surrounding me. I didn't even realize how much that was like really a thing, because if I just looked away for 5 seconds, I would have missed this mysterious man, and I would have never had any other lights, or I would have been just like sitting here with pre-roll joints. Like that would have been so depressing, and I would have immediately went home. But instead, crack the whip.
That's when you like, okay, that's why it's totally fine if in the moment you're noticing and you're like, oh no, actually, I do need that lighter back. Like if you're on your lighter game too, like girl, your lighters are going to stay with you longer. But I'm just like not one of those people who can like live with the idea of somebody being like, nobody's going to get this lighter. I'm like, bitch, let's check back in a week.
Girl, that's why you be cuddling with everybody. You treat your cuddles like lighters. You just let everybody have one.
Because somebody out there needs this smoke.
Okay, so we got a shit ton of stuff to talk about. I know about this, and this is the first time I've really ever kind of done a deep dive on Taylor Frankie Paul from The Bachelorette and Mormon Wives. This is a part of like the world where like I'm most definitely a reality TV girly, but like there's just some white people that I just don't need to know, but I have been forced to know all about her. So
it's funny because I figured you would.
No.
I figured if either of us would, like, which one of us is the Bachelorette girly?
No, like literally the only season of Bachelorette that I've ever seen is Rachel Lindsay's, and even that I regret it. And so I think we should talk about it a little bit. Let's see what we know. It's just kind of wing it on a prayer. And we'll be back to talk about the Bachelorette shit, because honestly, this stuff goes really dark, but I'm interested in knowing what side of history you're on. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Highkey.
All right,
we're back.
Yeah, let's talk about John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
R, a.k.a. Taylor Frankie Paul.
See, okay, but she has 3 white man-ass names. Like three first white Michael David, like Carlton-ass names.
Well, and my thing is, it kind of all makes sense because she literally is a Mormon. So, of course, that name is probably named after 3 chapters of like the Mormon Bible or something. I don't know. But okay, Taylor Frankie Paul. ABC canceled The Bachelorette just a few days before it released. basically the show released after a video like surfaced of Taylor Frankie Paul, the show's lead, involved in a physical altercation with her baby daddy Dakota. Now in the video, she is seen throwing chairs at him while her daughter is present, which I also think she like actually hit her daughter by accident, like when she was throwing the bar stool.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, she was later charged and arrested. Now this video, I want to know, I think came out, happened, like the incident happened 3 years ago, but like this video is just now coming out. Now people are saying that ABC knew about this video and still chose to cast her as the Bachelorette. In season 1 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the show even opens up with Taylor being arrested during that same domestic incident. In February 2026, just weeks before The Bachelorette was set to premiere, she was arrested again for domestic violence. She has since lost custody of her children for now. You know who she kind of reminds me of? And this is like very OG. This is giving like Amber from Teen Moms, when she used to beat the shit out of Gary, which I should be a little bit more sensitive when I'm saying that.
Yeah, when she used to, when she allegedly beat the shit.
But she totally did though. And it was on camera. And it was the first time I actually did in college a project about like domestic abuse when it comes to like men being on the receiving end of it, because it's never really talked about. And that was like, and I used the scene from Teen Mom to like highlight that in my presentation. But it's just so interesting. This feels more complicated because one, it seems like the Taylor and her man, it feels like they're both awful. Like they're both two toxic individuals. And I think because this show has basically been birthed from these two toxic individuals, right? It was like mom talk and all the Mormon girlies was sleeping with each other's husband and they was fucking down. Like they was really doing that big one, which sounds fun to me. But I think it's really interesting, this conversation around like, well, who's in the wrong here? ABC filmed this whole entire thing and they knew who she was, but we see that all the time. I feel like we just talked about these companies, not, especially reality shows, not really caring about the mess. They want that.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I think there's got to be like some awareness when they're casting people for things. Every time I've filled out an application for some reality TV show, it like goes in. They're like, "Have you ever been arrested? Have you ever even talked to the police? Was your mom? Did your mom ever work at NB Foxy at AB7 News?
The mental health check thing that they do.
Like even before then, they just do these like intense background checks.
Oh,
they ask for every social media handle you've ever thought of. So like the thing is, I would like to believe that they're aware of what's going on, and people can get as outraged as they want at like the idea of these companies casting and knowingly problematic people. But like, I think they handled this exactly how at least I've come to see the industry working, which is they'll cast somebody who like beat the shit out of their baby daddy. And if it's a problem, they'll address it. And if it's not a problem, then they'll like make a TV show out of it.
I was sort of gagged when they pulled it off, because when they pulled it canceled it, I never thought ABC was going to do some shit like that, because I thought, like you just mentioned, like they would just sort of be like, okay, we know she's sort of like, she's going to be like, everyone's going to be tuned in. This is going to be the biggest season of Bachelorette. Like they saw the larger picture and did not care about her mess. They actually saw it as like a marketing asset.
Exactly.
And for me, it's just like, I will say, I know she's probably about to get the fuck sued. You know, like there's clauses in these contracts, right? Like if you end up doing something that this is like a worst case scenario that no one ever really reads in their contract, where it's like a behavior clause, or like if you end up messing up.
It's the morality clause.
Yeah,
it's like
the morality clause.
It's actually the only clause I recall signing in any contracts in my life, because I remember I made a big stink about it, like replying to some like casting producer once, being like, yeah, I will do this show, but I can't sign this contract with the morality clause because it's too vague to be like, yes, this person is not allowed to do anything that will and it's vague, intentionally vague. It's like they're not allowed to do anything that is immoral and will reflect poorly on the person and or show at any time before the show, during the show, while the show's airing. And you're like, girl, I am a professional cocksucker. Okay. Like immorality is in my life. There are people who complain about every single aspect of everything I do because it may or may not be immoral. Okay. I'm banned in some of these states.
Whoa. And honestly, that's so kind of you.
And then they said, yeah, girl, that's standard TV shit. Sign it.
Well, and see, that's why I've always wondered, like, a lot of times reality TV now just feels so like manufactured and put on, where when you do end up finding sort of like the shooting star of like reality TV and you find someone that is actually just like living their life and just putting everything out there, no matter. And it's not to say that they don't understand the system or how to make better TV, but it seems like they come off very realistic, like, oh, this is who this person is. Like, I think that's someone like Taylor. I feel like people like her, which I don't really understand why. Like, I don't really have a lot of like space for white women.
Oh my God, Ryan, I promise you I was having these conversations all week already.
I actually don't. Like, I have been watching a lot of Beverly Hills Housewives, and everybody is like Team Amanda. This is not going to mean anything to you, but everyone is like Team Amanda. And there's this thing that white women do that like, and I'm not saying Taylor does this, but there's this thing that white women do sometimes where they like weaponize like this toxic positivity or manifestation wellness language. And I'm just like, people are calling that out. Like, other folks on the cast are calling out like, hey, this girl feels manufactured. These are people who have been on TV. I feel like, when someone is like just being fake on TV. And when I see kind of like the arguments around Taylor Frankie Paul, it feels like, well, I don't really know what side of history to be on, because some people are saying, well, the video that came out was her reacting to something that he did, and it's only, of course, showing his side. But then everyone else is being like, well, she's awful and she shouldn't get these opportunities. But I'm like, if she really is someone that is going through abuse, like, isn't there a fuller picture here that we have to sort of look at this experience on, right? Like, was she reacting? Like, was she kind of doing, I don't know. And I'm not saying she was reacting the right way, but like, also, a man will really take you there sometimes and then try to like bring out his phone and then act like, oh my God, she's like doing all these things. But I just don't know much. I don't know what side of history. I need Juliana, our producer, because she's like queen white woman and she knows. And she's like a good one. So she knows this. I'm like, girl, am I on the wrong side of history?
Girl, that's why my side of history is like, God bless this lady. I'm sure this story is far from over. But also like, girl, the only right side of history I see in this is shut the fuck up. Like, none of our opinions on whether or not this like abuse is like, shut the fuck up. You don't know this woman's relationship. We don't know the child. The people are sad, angry that the child got hit. What if that child was a spoiled little brat ass?
Oh, now wait. Now hold on.
What if that child started this fight? They were like, yeah, Daddy, did you see that thing Mommy did? Like that thing you did last week and never told her about, like just stirring that pot. No, and she gets pissed. The chair bonks off of badass daddy, hits bratty child. Like, nobody knows. She could be the Robin Hood.
I will say though, it is a sad situation overall. Like, that video, I also think that speaks to how desensitized we are on the internet. Like, for TMZ just to casually post that and like there's no real like warning, it's sort of just like out there and now it's all over the internet. Like, I don't want to hear a baby's tears. Like, I don't want to see a domestic violence situation. I just continue to feel like sometimes I wish I wasn't on certain parts of the internet, because it can just be it can be a lot. I'm like, girl, I'm learning way too much about these people that I just have never came across my screen.
That just means you can curate your social media differently if you choose. Like, not trying to be tee hee hoo ha ha funny. Ooh, I haven't seen, but like, I legit, haven't seen this video. This is like the second or third time I've heard about it all week, but apparently whatever I do with my scrolling and algorithms has kept it so that all I really have to scroll past are like Drag Race spoilers and like porn that I probably shouldn't be watching in public.
And I will say, and this is worthy of note, if Taylor was any other sort of race, there's no way, even if with her Mormon wives' history, would she have ever been like kind of glorified and put on a damn pedestal in the ways that she was. Like the fact that she made it this far and she's always been a crazy bitch is crazy to me.
Well, I kind of wonder if that's why, like, I kind of wonder if the people who are giving it the kibosh, are not ABC, but actually maybe like the Mormon church. Cause I in general, I was shocked the secret lives of Mormon wives and all of these dad talk, mom talk, TikTok influencers are allowed to exist because the Mormon church is some of the most strict, most on lockdown shit. Like my mom, her mom, I guess, was a part of the Mormon church.
Oh my God, she's Mormon? That's like basically.
Well, my mom was put up for adoption. She never like got to know her birth parents. And she told me like all the time growing up about how she had tried to search for her birth parents, but because she's not a part of the Mormon church and also other unmentionable reasons.
Well, yes.
Of maybe her having a more tainted soul based on her appearance.
Get those N-words out of here.
Exactly. She literally couldn't find her birth family, and eventually they did reconnect, like years down the line. But that church keeps shit on lock. So like that's where my conspiracy tea lands, is that like ABC was like, oh God, we really just like don't want to be like we were just gonna post that anyways, but the Mormon church is up here being like, hey, is she making us look even worse than she already has through all of her social media?
Half them girls aren't even a part of the Mormon church anymore. Like the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and those girls, like, yes, they are like sort of practicing, but they're either like completely have stepped away from the church or they're just like, they're in Utah. And it just is like, oh, you're Mormon if you live in Utah. And that's just not necessarily the case. And I know like, for the TV value of it all, it's like, I guess, interesting to a lot of people. But for me, once like reality TV starts to stop being like fun and light and it gets into like these dark eras, it's like, I don't, it's already dark sided every time I turn on the damn news or look on the internet. I don't need that in my content that I'm like trying to relax on and just see like the girls fighting over stupid shit.
No tea. That's why I can't do baddies. I've never been a baddies girl. No tea. It's just like not my.
You literally went off with Jussie Smollett about all the baddie girls that you loved.
Yeah, well, because my roommate put it on, and I'm not going to be like, how dare you enjoy such filth, even though he was a white guy who really, really enjoyed baddies, and I was like, this is toxic, whatever.
Yeah, that feels toxic at a lot of different levels. But let's talk about something other toxic stuff. Let's talk about Drag Race.
Okay. Wait, let's get a little sip of tea because I need to wet my palate. So let's take a break. Let's sip some tea and then let's dish it all.
Highkey.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Highkey, and we are about to dish some tea. I think it's time we have some Drag Race talks, girly. Let's get real with it.
Okay, where are we at now in the Drag Race? I mean, honestly, still very much shocked that we did that. All the girls of color besides Juicy is still there. I mean, like, is gone. I am still sort of like.
Wait, well, who went home this last week? This last week it was Discord. They finally got rid of like the
delusional.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say the last queen of color in the white girls.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no, because Juicy is still there. She's still
but Discord's
Latina.
Exactly. Juicy's an actual queen of color. I was saying like they got rid of the blackest white girl. So they're still
Discord being that. I don't know. Discord sort of is kind of like has been rubbing me the wrong way since she's been sort of going on like, and doing interviews, and even before like earlier in the season, like when she was doing her club appearances, she always had something to say, I guess, about Law and the fact that Law's like judging is so TV coded and he's so mean, blah, 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 blah. And like also have the nerve to be like, yeah, so that bag with with a face on it, I saw that happen somewhere else. And I'm just like, sister, that's not an original idea. That's not an original idea. And so I've been a little like, I like Discord, but I'm also like, I don't really understand why Discord feels that Law doesn't really give constructive criticism. How do you feel about when you're watching Law? And if you were on that stage getting critiqued by Law, how do you think you would feel?
This is really hard because as a viewer, as a fan of the show, like I love Law Roach on that judging panel. I needed that sort of energy because Michelle is up here like specifically this last week, the makeover week. She just like loves to put on her, actually, I am qualified to judge this cap, which, girl, I do not know what school gave you that, but this week it is literally always wackadoodle bananas. And I know this is not a fun, hot, cute take to be like, girl, these judges always use this one challenge as some bullshit, but like, it's getting my
it was like clear that they were just throwing shit at the wall and just seeing what was going to stick. Well, like none of the critiques made sense from
and that's Michelle, actually also why I liked having Law here is I think they all serve the same purpose sometimes, where sometimes, you know, the critiques lean a little heavy into like making a TV point or completing some sort of narrative that like a judge has already formed about you. So like, honestly, I don't know. Like it's weird for me. And what I remember of Law's critiques to Discord, it's weird, but there's also so much unaired shit and like so much of a vibe you can feel. And part of what she's saying really isn't wrong. Like he is like he could be like, yeah, Discord, I didn't like those outfits. Hate was a ridiculous strong word for like cute outfits on the runway. He could have been like that, but like instead he made TV. That being said, I what it gives me is that like Discord had her feelings hurt and didn't like the way he spoke about her sisters. And I understand because that's like the same energy I had when I was going on my like needing to speak about my experience of All-Star 7 press tour, being like, you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of not of like other people getting to control this full narrative. And sometimes I think that's what I actually enjoy about Discord is like, it's not always the cutest and the sweetest and the least cringe thing, but like, girl, drag queens say how they feel.
What's annoying to me though is, yes, I love when queens say how they feel. I think obviously never get rid of it. Please more. But I think what's annoying for me is like in the journey of Drag Race, Michelle was always sort of like the villain judge and she was praised for it. She was like, people thought she was like everything. Like they loved how she was praised for it. I mean, there's memes, there's references, all the things from it. But then when you kind of get it from like a Law perspective, it starts to be like evaluated as like, it's too much. It's just, he speaks in, you know, clickbait, or he's just not giving constructive criticism. When, to be quite honest, like, I think it got to later on, it got to a point where like Michelle had to like sort of change her meanness after it being celebrated. But it's not being celebrated from a Law perspective a lot of times. Like people are just immediately dragging him. And I'm just like, he's doing what he was hired to do. He's doing what he did on Legendary, which we all loved and stand. He's in this new space. He slays every time he's on that judging panel. And for me, it's just annoying to like see the different reactions to him versus like the praise of Michelle. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm curious because like I haven't seen really any reactions to, I didn't click on the Discord like post, but I like saw her dragging him in all these weird ways. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I guess she really hated like the way that they interacted and shit. But girl, I legit would not click on one of those posts to read all of the comments because it's going to be one of two things. Some ignorant ass, hateful ass Drag Race fans being like, well, you didn't deserve anything anyways, and that's why you went home. Like, I want you, this is for you fans directly. Whenever you post something to a queen about how, and that's why this happened, you sound like the stupid bitch baby you are. And I love you. And I love you for that. But also, you are a dumb baby. Okay, and now back to the bigger point. It's either going to be that of people like tearing Discord down, or dumb bitch baby fans being like, yeah, that's right, Discord, you're right. Law, everything he's ever said to hurt you was bad. And both of these are equally toxic because it's just the concentration of the two devils on your shoulder being like, you're a piece of shit and you should have gone home. You never should have been cast, you racist. Or don't listen to these fans. They're all dumb and you're everything. And I'll defend you until a video comes out of you throwing a chair at your baby.
I also think it was just time for Discord to go. Like,
Discord
leaving at this moment, I think she got she had an incredible season. Yeah. She got Discord cam. Like, she was memorable in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
and I
she
think
did
that's
things
hard
on the show.
Yeah, that's hard to do at this era of like Drag Race, where it just kind of feels like, is anybody going to be like memorable at this point? Because there's so many like queens. And I think Discord has done a great job as like, you know, creating a moment for herself. And honestly, like, I just think she should rather focus on
what she's going to do with.
Yeah, talking about Law. Like, girl, don't waste. They're not about to change anything.
Girl,
like, Law's going to be on that panel. You talking about it is not about to do anything. Focus on yourself, sis.
Yeah, I hate to like, once again, I think I fully understand what it feels like to need to express yourself, which is why if she wants to like post some more Law hate, like, girl, go get it. But also in the grander scheme of things, like this, they love to say this is when the real race starts, when the show is over for you. Mm-hmm. But it is. And I'm actually really happy that Discord hasn't made an easy lane despite her exit, she hasn't made an easy lane for herself to like go back and be an all-stars queen and blah, 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 blah. Cause you know, she, like me, is openly loves to choose anarchy in her drag and has chosen that with Law. So I'm curious to see what she is going to do, because I do think also the show has given her a lot more positive of a reputation, a spin, a fan base than she went into it with. When she started, all of the fans had ever really heard about her was that she was canceled in Chicago, and they were ready to be like, fuck this racist. We're never going to see anything she does.
Did you ever do a makeover challenge in your season?
I did in the original season, and it is literally the most bullshit. It is the most bullshit because, number one, these bitches tried to put me in the bottom for doing art that I was doing all season long. Yeah. Making my partner look like it, like, and then be like on some bullshit of like, oh yeah, I see how you guys are both wearing shredded denim and have exact same face makeup and even did Yvie's laugh all the same, but like,
there's no family resemblance.
That bullshit. How they robbed Vanjie of a win that she definitely, like, if I wasn't in the top, that bitch definitely 100% also deserved. And then how they saved like Silky in the most atrocious lip sync between her and Nina. And for me, when I experienced all of this, like all in the same episode, I was like, girl, this episode every season is just going to be garbage forever. It's always some bullshit and shenanigans, and it's no different on set.
How does that work? Do they like tell you beforehand to make a garment, or is it also like makeover challenges are also like
it's something you like something
challenge?
It's a little bit of both, because they tell you like when they give you their big list of like runways to prepare for. At least for me, they gave us a drag family resemblance makeover challenge. So I brought an outfit that I knew I could fit in. And then I brought an outfit that I could easily alter, tailor, depending on how tall, small, fat, skinny, like.
Yeah, because they be doing the big girls wrong. I be like, y'all do they not prepare? Like, it's like, do you not think about that? Like, I think Juicy, she pulled it together, but I think there was a moment where
Where she was like,
wait.
Yeah, of course I'll be making over another little mini Barbie girl. Like,
and me making a caterpillar. I was like, what is this outfit? Like, girl, this is awful.
I really wanted to like it. Like when the other girls were like giving her shit, I was like, let this caterpillar grow. She's gonna be maybe you should have listened to your sisters.
Who do you think is going to win at this point? If you can name one queen, who do you think is going to win?
Who I think is going to win, just like, I don't know, for some reason, based off of the edit, the vibes, and this week alone, I think it's going to be Mikey Meeks.
I agree. And if it's not Mikey Meeks, it's a surprise Darlene Mitchell Rising. I think she's going to be top 2.
I think that would be really interesting. But what I want to address is there's this pertinent feeling in the drag community now. We spoke about it last time that Jane Don't is about to have some bullshit pulled for her. That like the person who literally has never been any lower than the top is about to have some bullshit. And why is it that like we all know this is gonna happen? We all feel some bullshit. Like,
well, she's lip synced, right? But it was like for the win. Yeah, for the win.
She's never been any lower than the top. And it's funny because the person who should win in this logic in my mind is Jane Don't. But even then, I'm like, I don't know. There seems to be something sketchy going on here with her.
Yeah.
Like I feel bullshit shenanigans. And every time I log on one of the apps, I see other people being like,
no, Shay, I would be happy about if Jane won. Like, I think Jane has been a great competitor. I know we've had mixed feelings about I've had mixed feelings about her through this journey. But at the end of the day, she's nailed every single challenge. She's looked amazing. She's like actually giving me what I was hoping that the entire season was going to give me, as far as like understanding like what Drag Race is and the comedy aspects, and just like owning who you're like, who you are as a queen, your character is. And
you're saying you feel it too, that she's about to get some bullshit.
Yeah. It's going to be, I mean, I'm wondering if they're going to give her like the face crack Jane moment, like Jan Sport moment. You know what I mean? Where like they're building her up so much just for her to like have like a flat moment. I don't know. Do you miss the like when they used to do like the live reunions and like
live finale and all that?
Do you miss that?
I mean, I was never invited back to another one after, so
trigger warning.
It wasn't their fault for like one of the years, you know. They did have to keep things on lock. But I, as a fan, I don't know, it didn't really like change anything for me because it's still pre-recorded television. It's still like, no matter what, it's whether there's a studio audience or they're just doing it in the studio, it's still something where we know that they filmed multiple endings and multiple winnings and controlled all the shenanigans.
It gave budget cuts when they decided to started doing it in the studio. I was like, oh yeah, they got a major budget cut. They spent it all on that damn stage. I'm still not sure I like.
Yeah, they were like, God damn it, we are going to show you this stage we paid for.
And these new camera filters that it makes everyone look glowy.
Honestly, though, the thing is, it really doesn't make that much of a difference for me as a viewer, because it's not like we can't see them editing in the claps for everybody after every performance. Give it up for Jane Don't. Yes!
Yeah.
Give it up for RuPaul. Whoa! Like, girl, we all see it. I will say, as a competitor, I liked it because it brings some reality to the hell that you filmed last year and the journey that like you were experiencing while it was airing. Like, I needed the energy in the room, and I needed, even if I didn't like get crowned or whatever, I needed people to know that there was an audience full of people who definitely felt I deserved it. And suck my dick, bitch. You can't change that.
That's what makes the Olympics, right? Like the crowd, the energy, like it's electric. And when you're doing it at this level of drag as well, like that's why it's the Drag Race Olympics. So, okay, we did a little Drag Race recap. I like that for us. I love that for us. But we got to take a quick break. We'll be back with our Highkeys. Highkey.
All right, y'all, welcome back. Let's get into it. Ryan, let's talk some Highkeys. What are you Highkey about this week?
You know what I'm Highkey about? I am Highkey about friend dates.
Friend dates?
Yeah, I'm going on a friend date with someone who I was romantically dating, and now we're friends, but we're still sort of like in the romantic gray area. But I'm not saying that because that actually describing it sounds like horrifying and awful and like toxic. But I promise you it's not. I actually am so excited about a friend date because a friend date just takes away all of the fucking like pressure.
Yeah.
And you just get to simply exist. And then like, I think there's this really wonderful ability to still get to know someone. And so this week I'm going to like see Alvin Ailey Company, the dance company. They're here in LA this week. And I'm very, very excited about it. I'm going to multiple nights.
Ooh, please tell me you're going to the ballet.
Yes, I'm going to the ballet.
Hey!
Which I do, bitch. I've always supported the ballet before Timothy Chalamet.
Not me, but I do support opera. I'm anti-ballet, pro-opera.
I got the little books that come, it's not playbills because they're not plays.
But I still call it a playbill.
Yeah, right?
It is what it is.
But yeah, I'm excited about friend dates, and I feel like I should be doing more friend dates instead of just like putting pressure on like dating. Just like, just hang out.
Okay, that's legit something delicious. I had a friend date yesterday and I came home and I felt bad because Doug was like going through it. He was like, yeah, I was just thinking about how I never get brunch with my friends. And I'm like, I asked if he wanted to come and he was like, no.
Well, maybe that's why.
But friend dates, I'm so pro for. You know what I'm high key about right now? So I have my best friend in town and had to give him the whole like New York, this is a subway, that's a rat experience.
Because they had never been to New York before?
Yeah, they hadn't been to New York. They came out specifically because they missed me and my husband. They missed me and Doug. They wanted to visit us and they wanted the full New York experience. And a part of that was we went to see literally whatever show we could that like had seats and was good. And I saw Six. I really, really loved Six, like the musical Six.
Yes. I had a friend that starred in that at one point.
It was
like a few years ago though.
I mean, it's just like such a fun, interesting show because it is like these 6 leads, and so like if you're in that show, you are in it. Like they had like Dylan Mulvaney playing one of the roles. I didn't even know until
she's still on like her run. Wow, I didn't realize that. That's great.
Yeah.
Did you see Bob yet? Like, I mean, I think he just finished, but did you get to see Bob yet?
No, I didn't. This is like the first show I've seen in like almost probably almost a year.
That's quintessential like New Yorker. Even though like Broadway is there, like how often are you probably going?
Yeah, I mean,
unless you're a musical theater girly.
I used to when Doug lived like right next to Broadway. Like when we were like, oh yeah, what should we do this weekend? Let's walk and see a show. Bitch, now I gotta like take a train across a bridge somewhere. Like it's a full commitment. That being said, I'm so excited. My high key this week is actually about Cats, the Jellicle Ball. I know that either by the time this airs, I'm pretty sure she'll be open. I got to see that show last year for my birthday off Broadway, and I'm so pumped to see what they do like in a new space with like a bigger audience. It is the coolest, like most interactive show ever. And it's so dope that it actually cancels out the cringe from the Cats movie.
See, and that's what I need to understand that, because I'm like, is it Cats? But then it's like Black and queer and it's like the ball scene. Like I need to learn more about it because I saw a lot of clips for when they were doing some of their like pre-shows or whatever they're called. And I was like, what is this about? But it's getting like a lot of great reviews. And
it's just awesome.
Everyone's loving it. I think they like the new energy.
Yeah, the new energy. Okay, here's what I'll say about it without, you can't really spoil it. It's fucking Cats. Like,
Which, can I say, my claim to fame is I've never seen Cats, and I don't think I ever want to see Cats.
Okay, well, you don't have to see Cats, but you do have to see Cats the Jellicle Ball because it makes Cats make sense. Cats is a musical written out of some old dead white poet's like notes he was taking about all of his cats at home. It is lunatics, or like lunacy. It's just like, I'm Mr. Fluffy Belly. I like eating. Jellicle Ball, Jellicle Ball. I'm Mrs. Prissy Paws. I like being a slut. Jellicle Cats. Like, makes no sense. It makes sense as Cats the Jellicle Ball because it is an actual ball. So it's like all these cats, it makes sense they're walking around introducing themselves. They're like, yes, darling, I am Perfectina Dior, and I am a cat, and I'm trying to win the category of face. Bah, bah, bah. Like, thank you, Cats, for fixing Cats. Thanks, the Jellicle Ball, for doing something that the culture is afraid of us doing, and that is turning every crunchy white person idea black, because we make it better.
Absolutely, actually, and I'm excited. Hopefully, I can see it. I need to get to New York soon. I sort of miss New York. It's a special moment when you meet someone who's literally never been to New York and they get to experience it for the first time. I know. That's so cool. But that's the show. We love you all. Thanks for always watching, listening, sharing. Please continue to follow us at Highkey here. Follow us on the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Share those videos. Share. Download our episodes. The audio numbers. We're always thinking about the business side of things. But just like, if you like it, just share it. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share with, talk about us in the best way.
And if you hate it, share it with somebody you don't like. Like Doja Cat did gay porn with her dad.
We have to talk about that.
Okay. Let's save it. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, have you been shirtless this entire time?
Literally the whole time.